move into Chancellor's report. And Chancellor, I will turn this section over to you. You're on mute.
I'm on mute.
There you go.
Thank you very much, President Bonilla. Hello, everyone. VP Reese and Board of Trustees members and cabinet members, colleagues, visitors, friends, all of the Peralta community, good evening. We are going to have our reports this evening from our different presidents, and I, of course, will do what I'm sort of setting up a pattern of going after the presidents. So I know that one of our presidents has a video that he would like to share. And I'm just wondering if Dr. Johnson, if you have your tech house in order and if you're ready to go.
Okay, with a little help from my colleagues to demonstrate and underscore how collegial we are. So my colleague, Dr. Angélica Garcia, will be helping me. So I'll dispense with my formal report. I'll just give you a little bit of context. I just want, hopefully you guys will indulge me for like 3 minutes. It's recently we had two very dear Merritt employees experience family losses in their ranks, and they went out on bereavement. And I was really moved in an effort to bring them a bit of solace and comfort on some of our students on their very own, and unbeknownst to the two individuals who were out on bereavement, created what I felt was a pretty touching video tribute. And as many of us at Merritt College looked at it, I came to realize that the message of fortitude and connection and love is really something that we could all use right now. So it's about 3 minutes, and I think that it really speaks to us doing our best to navigate these difficult times. So my foray into video. Go ahead.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I was talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you. Oh, It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you
Isn't that it? So just in the spirit of, when the world, because the world will open back up again and we will be in each other's presence again, I just thought it was a very timely and appropriate and just a very gracious gesture on their part, not only to bring some comfort to our two classified employees, but just to share with the district and all of you as well. So see you again soon.
Yes, thank you for that. That was beautiful. It was beautiful to see all the faces, all the students' faces, for sure. Very touching.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. All right, Dr. Besikof.
Chancellor, members of the board, and colleagues in education, good evening. I'd like to start my report this evening with some words of gratitude. We heard Terrence Fisher in the Classified Senate report mention the Classified Senate's approval of Laney's ICER, and I'm pleased to report to everyone that our institutional self-evaluation report did seek approval, or gain approval, excuse me, by our shared governance groups, lastly, our college council last week. So I'm very pleased to report on that, as well as all the efforts and the input that have gone into the special report for November. And just, again, want to commend and appreciate all those who put forward the effort that they have so far. I guess my next update is a medal-winning update, if you will. In 2018, the Asian Pacific American Student Success Program, or APAS, at Laney collaborated with our Enrollment Services Office to create a multilingual welcome video. It introduces prospective students to Laney College and features over a dozen students representing the cultural richness of the campus and of Oakland. This video was entered into the National Collegiate Advertising Awards national competition, and I am pleased to report that the video was just awarded the gold medal in its category. So without further ado, I would like to go ahead and share with all of you this gold medal winning video.
Bienvenue.
Vaya.
Bienvenidos.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Laney.
Your future starts here.
Get ready. Get ready for Laney Art.
Get ready for Laney Spirit.
We're here for you. Prepare to be amazed.
We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome to the Laney family.
As with many things at Laney, this recognition comes as the result of collaboration. And I would like to thank and appreciate and congratulate Doctors David Lee and Mildred Lewis, APAS counselors Nancy Cheng, Amy Wong, and Ashley Flores, APAS staff assistant Wei-Shen Su, and APAS student ambassador Manny Huang for their part in this prestigious award. So this week brings to an end the first half of our semester here in Peralta, which means at Laney College that next week we will have a number of late start classes beginning. And in an effort to boost enrollment, Gary Alberry, our Director of Student Activities and Campus Life, has teamed up with Student Services Staff Assistant Katrina Santos, as you will hear, who has a hidden talent, and our Public Information Officer, Lorena Baldazzo, to launch a social media takeover on Instagram. And this has happened the last 5 Mondays. With direct alerts to our 2,831 Instagram followers, our distinguished DJ, Katrina Santos, broadcasted 5 different shows, and between songs provided details about late start classes. I just want to say thank you to all of our colleagues in student services, as well as our public information officer, for the collaboration that has resulted in the dissemination of our late start offerings to our community. And with that, I'll go ahead and conclude my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Besikof. All right, how about Dr. Garcia for Berkeley City College?
Great. Buenas tardes, good evening, members of the Board of Trustees, Interim Chancellor, my colleagues and community. I'm feeling really moved by the videos. I am going to conclude my remarks with one short one, but I'd like to begin by sharing that Berkeley City College has also, over the past few weeks, been circulating not only the special report for which the board will conduct your first read for this evening, but also our ICERs, and that it has been supported, though we're still making continuous edits. And I'd like to take a moment to thank Accreditation Liaison Officer VPI Kuni Hay, faculty ALO Charlotte Lee, and some key support staff, Pumi Sayabong and Jijung Bertuso, for just the long hours of work. I'd also like to share very briefly, and more information to come hopefully at the next board meeting, but AAC&U invited Berkeley City College to be one of 5 colleges featured in a winter publication. Berkeley City College is the only West Coast college, and of course then the only California community college that is going to be featured in this book, which is titled Community Colleges, Anchors of Democracy. And the feature of this story is telling the Berkeley City College story for how we support students, how we support the community. And in the timing of our interview, the focus groups of faculty and students, classified professionals and administrators also shared what it was like to, or what it is like, to run a college and run our classes and student services during a pandemic with COVID-19. During a period of racial unrest, and with ongoing just daily pressures and operational needs. So I'm looking forward to sharing that, but I did get a sneak peek at the chapter today, and it's looking very good, and I'm looking forward to sharing the final publication. Again, especially given that community colleges do play such a key role, and I believe truly do serve as anchors of our democracy. 2 more things and then I'm going to close. The Professional Development Committee, led by faculty member Susan Kahn and a broad campus constituency group, has been working very hard to develop a mid-semester flex that addresses ongoing conversation and work on issues of equity and racial justice, on the implementation of guided pathways, accreditation, and has done a really good job with classified staff input to ensure that we have sessions to meet all constituency groups. So we're looking forward to that day coming up. And lastly, I'd like to close with the spirit of, our teachers are our students are our teachers. And in the spirit and following Merritt College, the following video that I'm going to share with you is just about a little over a minute. And it is the Learning Resources Center students making a video by students for students about the services available. And that will conclude my remarks. So if you will just indulge me, I'm going to set it up here.
The LRC is now online. If you need help with your classes, we're here for you.
There are 30 to 60-minute one-on-one tutoring sessions.
You can also join your classmates in a group tutoring session with your embed tutor.
And there are private study rooms
for you to use all day. You can come with your classmates, your friends, or by yourself.
The LRC offers tutoring for a lot of courses.
We offer help in math and science,
psychology and ESOL,
CIS, Canvas, and more.
The LRC is open from 12 to 8 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, and 10 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Want to meet with a tutor? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, fill out the appointment request form. Step 2, the front desk will email you, suggest a few options for your appointment. And step 3, you and the front desk will figure out a time, and we'll send you confirmation email with the Zoom link. When it's time for my appointment, all I do to access the online LRC is click this link in my email. Welcome to the online LRC. How can I help you? Hey, this is my first time here. How does this work?
So this is a lot like the physical LRC. Right now we're at the front desk, and there's rooms set aside for tutors to meet with students and students to meet with each other all day.
So what can I do for you? I'm here to meet with Taylor.
Great, I'll move you to Taylor's room.
You can reach us at pcclrc@peralta.edu. For more information about the LRC, go to bit.ly/pcc-LRC. Again, we are open Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 8, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 6.
This is a free service to all BCC students.
You might have a tutor in your math class, so look out for them.
Come on by.
We'd love to see you.
See you at the LRC.
Bye.
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 Thank you. And with that, that concludes Berkeley City College remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. Okay, and now we have Dr. Don Miller from College of Alameda.
Good evening, President Bonilla, Chancellor Walter, trustees, and wonderful colleagues. So excited to be here this evening with you and sharing just briefly some of the happenings at College of Alameda. I will have to say that my presidential colleagues are showing me up. I don't have a video tonight, but that's okay. In the future, we've got more coming for celebration of our 50th anniversary. We're working on the format, going to have lots of content coming in the future. But I wanted to focus tonight really quickly on an update. We finished our special report, which is submitted to you tonight for first reading, and received approval of our College Council last week at its special meeting on the 7th. It's also been shared widely across campus in open forums, sent to the Senate leadership for classified Senate, and the Academic Senate also had a chance to review. And we got great content, great feedback from several faculty members, Senate leaders, and others that contributed. I wanted to give a shout out to Dominique Benavides, our Director of Research and Planning, who spent an incredible amount of time with data, tables, and evidence. Couldn't have done that work without her. And then moving on to the ICER, we have our draft completed with some final pieces to put in place. And then Dr. Vasconcelos, we'll be sharing out the ICER in the week of the 19th and the 26th to campus. And we're taking a bit of a unique approach. Dr. V is going to be sharing the ICER in pieces, more digestible standards, rather than trying to have people read the entire thing all at once. So we'll be moving forward with that format, and then it will go to for final approval to the Senates thereafter, after we do the open forums with the smaller pieces that are more digestible for the community. So we look forward to that feedback and that input in the next couple of weeks. And it's very exciting for us. And I would say also that I want to really highlight the incredible work of our library resources team. They have, starting at the very beginning of the semester, they started our curbside pickup program, where they have been passing out Chromebooks, library checkout materials, calculators and other devices to students 3 days a week. They have an incredible system set up for curbside distribution to students. They've passed out over 100 Chromebooks to students that needed them this fall. And I wanted to note publicly the names of our incredible folks at the library. Cheryl Peel helped early on in summer, and the rest of the team, Caitlin Gilbert, Glenda Gardner, Lilia Tabasoli, Ann Buchalter, and Jane McKenna. They just all did incredibly hard work to make that happen. And we're so proud of the work that they do with the students on a daily basis. We continue to address items related to the Chancellor's Office call to action. We had an open dialogue earlier last week where we started to talk about climate in the classroom. We wanted to also welcome back Myron Jordan, who's serving as acting Dean of Liberal Studies and Language Arts. Angie Harris, we're so excited to have as our new Financial Aid Director. And invite all of you to Thursday, October 15th, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. to our Latinx Heritage Month celebrations as they continue and have a discussion on leaders in higher education, sharing their educational journey narratives, and discuss the Latinx student experience. So I'll put that link in the chat for everyone, but thank you for the opportunity to join you this evening, and we look forward to talking to you more about the special reports.
Thank you, Dr. Miller, and thank you all presidents for your reports. Wow, I think people who are listening and folks on the panel, there's a tremendous amount of commitment in this district to working on all of the matters that are really important, and also at the same time, you know, allowing space for humor and allowing space for the emotional aspect of what it means to be in these times without minimizing them. So thank you so much for all of your work. And you know, I'm only going to say a couple of words about the accreditation process. And as I said, I've said this to other people. There's a scene in The Fugitive where Tommy Lee Jones finally catches his man, if you will. He's chased him all over creation, and he's found him to be, you know, he's cleared of all charges. And Tommy Lee Jones basically says, whew, you know, I'm glad, because this has really taken a lot of my effort. So all of our folks are working tremendously diligently, and we are going to get to the finalization of all of these accreditation special reports and the ICERs. We are moving through the participatory governance processes. We have lots of eyes on these documents, and I want to thank the Board of Trustees for their engagement as well with these documents and the processes. And to let everyone know, there was a question as to whether or not the commission would be visiting after the special reports are submitted in November, and they will be doing a virtual visit in light of the special reports. We don't know exactly what the date of that special visit will be, but as soon as we know, we will share that information widely so everybody is aware. And some of the the context of the visit, quote, depends on the content of the report, unquote. So we're hoping for positive reception and a wonderful outcome from the visits, and looking forward to making the ACC-JC standards integral to and part of the fabric of the Peralta Community College District and all of our colleges, because we really do love and want to support our students and our faculty and staff. Just really briefly, many of our faculty are really excited about offering labs and science labs and so forth. And we've been given guidance by the State Chancellor's office about how to go about holding those labs for this spring. So if you have indoor lectures or student gatherings, they have to be 100 people or 25% of the capacity, whichever's less. And some courses like labs and art studios can be open at regular capacity. And so they still want us to conduct courses and classes and labs virtually whenever possible, but it is really good news to see, a little bit of a, light coming in through the COVID aspects that we're dealing with. So our district will continue to comply with the rules that we're faced with and all the regulatory requirements in the COVID-19 pandemic. And the only other note that I'm going to make here right now is the idea of the parcel tax plans. And the presidents and the participatory governance groups worked very diligently on putting together those plans. And so we realized that after they come to the board at the next meeting, the parcel tax committee will welcome them with open arms. And then the presidents and others will be providing a report and so forth. So again, I want to thank the participatory governance groups, the PFT constituents, and everyone else who helped to make sure that we move forward with this really important administrative procedure to get these on. So I'm really excited about the work that's being done and the progress that's being made in the district. And so President Bonilla, I will hand it back over to you.
Well, thank you so much for that, Chancellor. And President, what can I